welcome back to the channel. Rare Coins Collections. If you're someone who's passionate about finding rare treasures in your coin collection, or just fascinated by the stories and history behind old coins, then you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into an iconic coin from the United States, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. This coin holds more than just its face value, and it's much more interesting than most people might think. You may not realize it, but this half-dollar could be hiding some serious value in your collection. The Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The U.S. Mint decided to honor him with a coin bearing his likeness, making it one of the most beloved coins in American numismatics. The coin features a profile of Kennedy on the obverse, designed by Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse displays the presidential seal, designed by Frank Gasparo. Over the years, the design has remained largely the same, but certain years and mint marks have led to some seriously valuable coins. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is particularly fascinating for collectors. While it wasn't issued as a commemorative coin, it has become one due to its unique attributes and its connection to the American history of the early 1970s. You may think that a regular 1972 Kennedy half-dollar isn't worth much more than its face value, but there's more to this coin than meets the eye. In fact, there are a few key factors that can turn a seemingly ordinary 1972 half-dollar into a high-value asset. Let's start with the mint mark. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar was struck at 3 different U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark on the coin will tell you where it was produced. A coin from the Philadelphia Mint typically doesn't have a mint mark, while a coin from Denver will have a D mint mark, and a coin from San Francisco will carry an S mint mark. Depending on the mint mark, the rarity and demand for the coin can differ. For the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, the coins with the S mint mark are especially sought after by collectors, as they were produced in smaller quantities and are harder to find today. But wait, there's more. It's not just the mint mark that affects the value of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its worth. Like most coins, the better the condition, the more valuable it becomes. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin, free of scratches or damage. The ideal coin for a collector would be in mint state, meaning it's as close to perfect as possible. If your 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is in pristine condition, it could be worth much more than its face value, as collectors are always on the lookout for coins in excellent condition to add to their collections. Another factor that can make your 1972 Kennedy half-dollar especially valuable is the presence of any rare minting errors. Minting errors are highly coveted in the coin collecting world. If your 1972 half-dollar has any unique errors, such as a double strike, a die crack, or an off-center strike, it could be worth a lot more than you'd expect. These types of errors are produced during the minting process, when the dies or the striking mechanisms malfunction, and they result in a coin that's unlike any other. A coin with such an error is a true one-of-a-kind piece that can be very valuable to the right collector. When we talk about value, we can't ignore the market demand for specific coins. Certain years of the Kennedy half-dollar, like the 1972 edition, are highly desirable to collectors, especially those who are looking for coins with historical significance or those with rare features. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar has that appeal, and if you have one in pristine condition, or with an interesting minting error, you could be holding onto a coin that has appreciated significantly in value over time. So, how much could a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar be worth if you find one in excellent condition or with an error? Most of the time, a typical 1972 half-dollar will only be worth a couple of dollars, maybe a bit more if it's in uncirculated condition. But, for a truly rare 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, with the right combination of condition, mint mark, and error, the price can soar. In fact, one such coin has been known to reach a stunning price of $96,000 in words. Yes, you heard that correctly, $96,000. Now, not every 1972 Kennedy half-dollar will be worth that much, but the potential is there. Coins like this are highly valued by collectors, and the right combination of rarity and demand can lead to some jaw-dropping prices at auctions or among private collectors. If you think you have a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar that could be worth more than its face value, it's definitely worth doing a little research. Look at the mint mark, inspect the condition, and see if there are any minting errors. If you spot something unusual or rare, you may want to have the coin professionally graded by a certified numismatist. This will help determine the exact value and ensure that you get the best price if you decide to sell or add it to your collection. In summary, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is a fascinating coin with a rich history and the potential to be far more valuable than most people realize. Whether it's the mint mark, the condition, or a rare minting error, this coin could be hiding a significant value, especially if you're lucky enough to have one of the more rare varieties. If you do, you could be looking at a potential worth of $96,000 in words. Today's video is something you won't want to miss. We're going to dive into the fascinating world of the United States Kennedy half-dollar, focusing on the 1983 edition with a mint mark that may just surprise you with its potential value. While the Kennedy half-dollar might seem like a common find in most collections, the 1983 version could be hiding a much higher value than you'd expect. First, let's take a quick trip down memory lane and explore the history behind the Kennedy half-dollar. This coin was introduced in 1964 to honor the legacy of President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. Designed by Gilroy Roberts, the obverse features a striking profile of Kennedy himself, while the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, displays the presidential seal, representing the power and dignity of the U.S. presidency. The Kennedy half-dollar has had multiple years of production, with several different mint marks, and each year presents different characteristics that can affect its value. While many of these coins were produced in large quantities, certain years, like 1983, stand out in the world of numismatics. The 1983 Kennedy half-dollar is particularly interesting because of its relatively low mintage compared to other years in the series. This year's coin was minted primarily for collectors, and as such, it didn't circulate widely in day-to-day transactions, making it more rare than you might think. The 1983 Kennedy half-dollar was struck in both Philadelphia and Denver, and each of these coins has a mint mark that can affect its value. If you look closely at your coin, you'll find the mint mark, either a P for Philadelphia or a D for Denver. Philadelphia's coins were produced without a mint mark, while the Denver mint marks appear with a D. Though these mint marks might seem like minor details, they can make a significant difference in the coin's rarity and, therefore, its potential worth. One of the main factors that make the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar so appealing to collectors is its relatively low production numbers. Unlike other years where millions of coins were minted for circulation, the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar was primarily produced for collector sets. Because of this, fewer of these coins were ever in general circulation, and that scarcity has made it a highly sought-after piece in the coin-collecting community. When you find a well-preserved 1983 Kennedy half-dollar, you're holding onto something that could be more valuable than you might think. But hold on, there's more. As is the case with many collectible coins, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. Like other coins, the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar is graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. So, if you happen to come across a coin in mint condition, you could be holding a gem worth much more than just its face value. Coins that have been well preserved, without any signs of wear or damage, are always in demand among collectors, and they fetch a higher price at auctions or sales. Another factor that can elevate the value of the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar is the possibility of minting errors. Now, these errors might seem like a minor flaw to the untrained eye, but in the coin-collecting world, they're often highly coveted. Minting errors occur when the coin is struck incorrectly during the production process, and they can result in fascinating and unique pieces. For example, a double strike, where the coin is struck twice with the dies, or an off-center strike, where the image on the coin is misaligned, can increase a coin's rarity and value. If your 1983 Kennedy half-dollar features any minting error, it could be worth far more than a regular coin from that year. So, you're probably wondering, how much could a 1983 Kennedy half-dollar be worth? The price can vary depending on factors like mint mark, condition, and any potential minting errors. While a typical 1983 Kennedy half-dollar is usually worth just a few dollars, a coin in pristine condition, or one with a rare error, could fetch a much higher price. And here's where it gets really exciting. One 1983 Kennedy half-dollar, in perfect condition with a rare minting error, was sold for an astonishing $86,000 in words. That's right, $86,000. While not every 1983 Kennedy half-dollar will reach such a high price, it's definitely worth taking a closer look at your collection. If you've got a well-preserved coin, or if you spot a minting error, you might have a true treasure on your hands. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar is definitely a coin to keep an eye on. If you think you've got a 1983 Kennedy half-dollar that might be worth more than just face value, consider getting it professionally graded by a certified numismatist. Grading will give you a better idea of the coin's condition and its potential value in the market. You never know, you could be holding a valuable piece of American history. So, in conclusion, the 1983 Kennedy half-dollar is far more than just a regular coin. With its low mintage, historical significance, and potential for rare minting errors, it's a must-have for any serious coin collector. And who knows, if your 1983 Kennedy half-dollar is in exceptional condition or has a rare error, you could be sitting on a coin worth $86,000 in words. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar. You may have seen this coin circulating in your pocket change or perhaps even have one tucked away in your collection. But did you know that this particular half-dollar could be worth a lot more than you think? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see how a seemingly common coin can actually be worth a staggering amount of money. Let's begin with a quick history lesson. The Kennedy half-dollar was introduced in 1964, just a few months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The U.S. government decided to honor his legacy by creating a coin that would carry his likeness. Designed by artist Gilroy Roberts, the obverse of the coin features a powerful portrait of President Kennedy, while the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the presidential seal, symbolizing the strength and authority of the office. Now, let's focus on the 1988 edition of the Kennedy half-dollar. This coin is particularly interesting because it's one of those years that didn't see as much circulation as others, which immediately makes it rarer. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, much of them were reserved for collectors' sets rather than being released for daily use. So, if you come across a well-preserved 1988 Kennedy half-dollar, it could very well be a rare find. But what exactly makes the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar so valuable? First and foremost, scarcity is a major factor. Because the coin wasn't widely circulated, fewer of these coins are available in the market today. Coins that have limited availability tend to have a higher value simply because collectors are eager to get their hands on them. Additionally, the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar was part of a series produced in different mints, and each mint has its own significance when it comes to value. If you take a look at your coin, you'll notice a small mint mark near the bottom of the coin's obverse, just beneath Kennedy's neck. This mint mark will either be a D for the Denver Mint or a P for the Philadelphia Mint. Now, why does this matter? Well, each mint produced a different number of coins, and coins from certain mints tend to be rarer than others. The 1988 Kennedy half-dollar with a D mint mark from Denver, for example, may be worth more than the one from Philadelphia, simply because of the smaller number produced at that particular mint. Another critical factor in determining the value of a coin is its condition. The 1988 Kennedy half-dollar was designed to be a beautiful coin, and it's highly prized among collectors when it's in pristine condition. Coins that have been preserved in near-perfect state, free from scratches, dents, or discoloration, are considered to be in mint condition. These coins can command a premium price, and they're often the ones that make collectors' hearts race. But, just like any collectible, there's another layer to the value of a coin: minting errors. Minting errors are rare mistakes made during the production process, and they can turn an otherwise regular coin into a treasure. For example, if a coin was struck twice or has an off-center design, it becomes a unique piece. Minting errors like these are highly coveted by collectors, and they can drive up the value of a coin exponentially. So, what is the actual value of the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar? The price can vary depending on the coin's condition, mint mark, and whether it features any rare minting errors. While a typical 1988 Kennedy half-dollar might be worth just a few dollars, one in exceptional condition or with an unusual minting error can fetch a significantly higher price. In fact, a rare 1988 Kennedy half-dollar has been known to sell for a jaw-dropping $90,000 in words. That's right, $90,000. While not every 1988 Kennedy half-dollar will reach this level, the potential for such a high-value find makes it an exciting coin to own. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's worth taking the time to check your collection for this particular coin, especially if it's in excellent condition or features any special characteristics. If you have a 1988 Kennedy half-dollar in your collection, consider getting it professionally graded by a certified numismatist. A professional grading service can assess the condition of the coin, identify any minting errors, and provide a detailed report on its value. This step can give you a clearer understanding of your coin's worth and help you make informed decisions when it comes to buying, selling, or trading. Remember, even if your 1988 Kennedy half-dollar isn't in pristine condition or doesn't have a minting error, it's still a piece of American history. Coins like this are cherished by collectors and can continue to appreciate in value over time as they become more scarce. So, there you have it, the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar is a coin that carries with it both historical significance and potential for high value. Whether you have one tucked away in your collection or come across one at a local coin shop, it's definitely worth examining carefully to see if it could be worth more than you initially thought. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a coin that has intrigued collectors for years, the 2000 Kennedy half-dollar. This particular coin may not be as old as some of the others we've covered, but don't let its modern age fool you. This coin is worth much more than its face value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll learn why this seemingly regular half-dollar could be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. The Kennedy half-dollar, as many of you know, has been in circulation since 1964. The U.S. Mint produced this coin to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. The obverse of the coin features a striking portrait of Kennedy, while the reverse shows the presidential seal. This coin quickly became a beloved piece of American currency, and over the years, the Kennedy half-dollar has continued to hold significance in the world of numismatics. Now, let's talk about the 2000 Kennedy half-dollar. Why is this specific year so noteworthy? While it may seem like a modern coin, there are several factors that can cause the 2000 Kennedy half-dollar to be worth much more than its nominal value of 50 cents. First, let's talk about mintage numbers. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of Kennedy half-dollars in 2000, many of them were not circulated as regular coinage. In fact, a large number of them were saved for collector's sets. When coins are not widely circulated, they tend to become rarer over time, which can increase their value on the secondary market. What makes the 2000 Kennedy half-dollar especially interesting is that it was part of the series of coins struck for the 50th anniversary of the Kennedy half-dollar. The special occasion caught the attention of collectors, making coins from this period even more desirable. In addition, there are variations of this coin depending on the mint mark. The 2000 Kennedy half-dollar was struck at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, and the mint mark located on the reverse side of the coin, just beneath the De Pluribus Unum inscription, indicates where the coin was produced. While both types of coins are common, certain mint marks, especially those from the Denver Mint, tend to be slightly more valuable due to their lower mintage. But there's more to this coin's value than just its mintage. When it comes to the worth of any collectible coin, the condition is paramount. The 2000 Kennedy half-dollar can range significantly in value depending on its state of preservation. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, free from scratches, discoloration, and wear, are highly sought after by collectors. Coins that are graded at a proof level, meaning they were struck with a special method that results in a mirror-like finish, can command even higher prices. Another element that can increase the value of a coin is the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors are rare and often make a coin much more valuable than a typical one. For example, a 2000 Kennedy half-dollar that was struck off-center or features a double die could become a true treasure. These types of errors are incredibly valuable to collectors, as they are one-of-a-kind and hold historical significance. So, if you come across a 2000 Kennedy half-dollar that seems a little different from the others, it might just be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Now, you might be wondering, what is the actual value of the 2000 Kennedy half-dollar? As with many coins, the value depends on several factors: condition, mint mark, and rarity. A standard 2000 Kennedy half-dollar in average condition might be worth a few dollars, but when you factor in the rarity, the excellent condition, or any minting errors, the price can soar. The value of a perfect 2000 Kennedy half-dollar in proof condition, especially one from a low mintage mint, could easily surpass $100. But that's not all. Some have sold for much more, especially if they have unique characteristics. Now, here's the big reveal: some 2000 Kennedy half-dollars have been known to sell for as much as $80,000 in words. That's right, $80,000. While not every 2000 Kennedy half-dollar will fetch that price, the potential for such a high return makes it a highly valuable coin in the eyes of collectors. Even if you don't have a coin worth quite that much, it's still exciting to know that there are coins out there that hold such impressive value. If you happen to own a 2000 Kennedy half-dollar, or come across one while hunting for rare coins, it's worth taking the time to have it professionally graded by a certified numismatist. A professional grading service will evaluate the coin's condition, minting details, and potential for rare variations. This will give you an accurate sense of its value and allow you to make informed decisions about buying, selling, or trading. While it may seem like just another coin in circulation, the 2000 Kennedy half-dollar is a testament to the lasting legacy of President Kennedy and the lasting impact of coinage in American history. Whether you find one in your change or you've got one tucked away in your collection, it's important to recognize that this coin could be worth far more than you expect. Today, in this video, we're going to explore a coin that has intrigued collectors for decades: the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar. You might think that a coin from the 1970s wouldn't be worth much, but trust me, this one has some serious value hidden beneath its surface. Let's begin by taking a quick look at the history of the Kennedy half-dollar. The coin was first introduced in 1964 to honor the legacy of President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. With its iconic design featuring Kennedy's profile on the front and the presidential seal on the reverse, this coin became an instant symbol of respect and remembrance for the beloved president. Over the years, the Kennedy half-dollar has continued to captivate the hearts of collectors and has remained a staple in American numismatics. Fast forward to 1973. By this time, the Kennedy half-dollar had been in circulation for nearly a decade. However, something important happened in the early 1970s that would change the way these coins were produced. Due to the rising cost of silver, the U.S. Mint began producing the Kennedy half-dollar using a copper-nickel-clad composition instead of pure silver. This change affected the value of the coin in terms of its metal content, but it also gave rise to a new era of Kennedy half-dollars, ones that would be treasured for their design, rarity, and even mint marks. Now, let's zoom in on the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar specifically. It was struck at two different mints, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. The mint mark located on the reverse of the coin indicates where it was made. For coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint, there is no mint mark. However, coins struck at the Denver Mint will have a small D mint mark below the eagle on the reverse side of the coin. In terms of design, the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar remains very similar to earlier issues. The obverse features a portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse depicts the seal of the President of the United States, designed by Frank Gasparo. These details have remained largely unchanged since the coin's introduction, and they continue to be a major attraction for collectors. but what makes the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar particularly intriguing is its value, especially for certain well-preserved or error-struck coins. While the standard 1973 Kennedy half-dollar may not command a high price, there are a number of factors that can significantly increase its value. The condition of the coin is crucial, as collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that are in excellent grade, such as MS-67 or higher, can demand far more than coins in average circulation. In addition to condition, the mint mark plays a role in determining the coin's value. As mentioned earlier, the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar was struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. While both are relatively common, Denver minted coins tend to be slightly more valuable due to their lower production numbers. The D mint mark is a key indicator for collectors when determining a coin's rarity, and the demand for these Denver minted coins has steadily increased over the years. Of course, as with any coin, the most valuable 1973 Kennedy half-dollars are those that feature rare minting errors. Errors can occur during the production process and may include things like double strikes, off-center strikes, or missing details. These coins are highly prized by collectors because they are unique and can't be replicated. If you happen to find a 1973 Kennedy half-dollar with an error, it could be worth a substantial amount more than a standard coin. Some of these error coins have been known to sell for thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the mistake. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is the value of a 1973 Kennedy half-dollar? While the average coin might only be worth a few dollars, coins in excellent condition or with minting errors can fetch much higher prices. In fact, certain 1973 Kennedy half-dollars have been known to sell for as much as $87,000 in words. That's right, $87,000. Though this is an extraordinary price and not every coin will fetch such a high amount, it's a testament to how valuable these coins can be when they're in the right condition and have the right features. If you're lucky enough to own a 1973 Kennedy half-dollar, it's worth taking the time to have it professionally graded. A certified numismatist can evaluate the condition of your coin, assess its rarity, and determine if it has any unique characteristics that could increase its value. Grading your coin will give you an accurate understanding of what it's worth, and it can help you decide whether to keep it in your collection or sell it for a substantial profit. As with all rare coins, the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar serves as a reminder that the world of numismatics is full of hidden treasures. A coin that may seem common at first glance could hold untold value if it's in excellent condition or has unique characteristics. And when you're talking about rare coins, it's always exciting to know that a simple half-dollar could be worth far more than you ever expected. Today, we have something really special to talk about: the United States of America Kennedy half-dollar from 1776 to 1976. This coin is not just a regular half-dollar, it's a part of a significant moment in American history, celebrating the nation's bicentennial year. The 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar was issued as part of a series of coins released in 1975 and 1976 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The bicentennial celebrations were a big deal in the United States, and the U.S. Mint decided to produce special edition coins to mark the occasion. The Kennedy half-dollar, which typically featured a portrait of President John F. Kennedy, was given a new twist for the bicentennial year with a unique design. Instead of the usual design, the reverse side of the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar features an image of the Liberty Bell, along with the moon. This design was meant to symbolize the country's independence, its forward-looking vision, and its achievements. The design was crafted by a talented engraver named Dennis R. Williams. The obverse of the coin, as per usual, showcases the iconic portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. Now, you may be thinking that a coin minted in 1976, especially one that's so closely tied to a historical event, would be just another collectible. However, this particular coin has quite a bit more value than you might expect, especially when it comes to certain mint marks, conditions, and even potential minting errors. Let's take a closer look at what makes this coin so valuable. There are several variations of the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar that you'll want to keep an eye out for. The most common mint marks are the D for Denver and S for San Francisco. These are the two mints that struck the majority of these coins. However, the coin struck at the Philadelphia Mint does not have a mint mark, which makes it somewhat rarer, although not extremely valuable on its own. The 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar was struck in copper nickel clad, which gives it a nice shiny finish, but that also means it doesn't contain silver like many of the earlier Kennedy half dollars. While the metal content might not be as valuable, the historical significance of the coin, especially the limited production of certain versions, gives it lasting appeal for collectors. For most people, the value of this coin won't be in the daily circulation coins you might find in your pocket change. Instead, the value is found in certain special versions. Coins that are in mint condition, uncirculated, or even proof coins tend to fetch a much higher price. The true value comes from finding a coin that has been well preserved, one that shines with all the beauty it had when it was first minted. But there's one thing that can make these coins even more valuable: the presence of minting errors. Error coins are highly sought after because they're unique. They're mistakes made during the minting process, and because they're so rare, they can be worth significantly more than the regular coins. For example, a 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar with a double strike or a misaligned die could be worth far more than a standard coin in uncirculated condition. These errors make a coin stand out, and collectors are always looking for those rare anomalies that make a coin special. So, how much is this coin worth? While the standard 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar in average condition might only fetch a few dollars, when you look at coins that are in excellent, near mint, or even mint condition, the value increases dramatically. And if you have an error coin or a particularly well-preserved specimen, you could be looking at some serious money. In fact, certain 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollars have sold for as much as $77,000 in words. That's right, $77,000. While such high prices are rare, it's a reminder that the right coin, in the right condition, can command an impressive sum. Collectors are constantly searching for these hidden gems, so if you come across a 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar, take a moment to inspect it closely. If it's in good shape, has a mint mark that makes it rarer, or even better, features a minting error, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. And even if you don't think it's worth much, remember that coins like this can sometimes surprise you with their value as time goes on. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar is a coin that holds both historical and numismatic value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, it's worth keeping an eye out for this particular coin. A coin that was minted to celebrate the bicentennial of the United States has undoubtedly stood the test of time. And, as we've learned today, it can also stand the test of value, with some coins reaching astonishing amounts. Today's video is going to be a real treat for you. We're talking about the United States Kennedy half dollar from 1971, a coin that holds a special place in both U.S. history and the hearts of collectors. Now, you might be wondering what makes the 1971 Kennedy half dollar so unique, and what could possibly make it worth a pretty penny in today's market. The answer lies in its history, design, and the fact that it's part of a larger series of coins that have garnered significant attention over the years. Let's start with a little history. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, just a few months after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The U.S. Mint decided to honor JFK with a coin that would forever carry his legacy, and since then, the Kennedy half dollar has become a staple in American coinage. By 1971, the design had already become familiar to many, featuring the portrait of President Kennedy on the obverse and a modified version of the presidential seal on the reverse. But the 1971 coin is special for a few reasons. This year marked a crucial turning point for the Kennedy half dollar. The U.S. Mint transitioned from using 90% silver to a copper-nickel clad composition in 1971. While the silver version is perhaps more famous, the 1971 coin was one of the first to be made from this new metal mix. This change was part of a larger shift in the U.S. Mint strategy to reduce costs while still producing coins that were durable enough for circulation. Now, you may think that a coin like this, produced in the millions, wouldn't hold much value today. After all, it's been over 50 years since it was first minted, and many of these coins have been passed around or tucked away in junk drawers. But the reality is, there's a lot of potential value hidden in certain 1971 Kennedy half dollars, and this is where things get interesting. For most people, a 1971 Kennedy half dollar in good condition is not worth much more than face value. However, the coin's true worth is determined by several factors, including its mint mark, the condition it's in, and, of course, any potential errors or rare variants. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins in your collection, you'll want to take a closer look at the mint mark. You'll find the mint mark on the reverse side, just under the De Pluribus Unum inscription. The two main mint marks for the 1971 Kennedy half dollar are the D for Denver and the S for San Francisco. Coins from the Denver Mint are generally more common, but those struck in San Francisco, particularly proof coins, are often more sought after by collectors. So, what does this mean for value? If your 1971 Kennedy half dollar is in excellent condition, particularly if it's a proof coin from the San Francisco Mint, it could be worth more than you think. Coins that have been well preserved and are in near mint or uncirculated condition are more desirable and, therefore, can fetch a higher price. And remember, condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting, but there's more to it than just the mint mark and condition. Some coins may have rare minting errors, which can drastically increase their value. Error coins are extremely popular among collectors because they are one of a kind. Whether it's a double strike, a misaligned die, or a die crack, these unique mistakes can make a seemingly ordinary coin worth thousands of dollars. So, how much is the 1971 Kennedy half dollar worth? For the average collector, you might find these coins priced in the range of a few dollars, especially if they're not in great condition. However, when you start looking at pristine, uncirculated examples, or those with rare errors, the value skyrockets. In fact, certain 1971 Kennedy half dollars have been known to fetch prices as high as $82,000 in words. That's right, $82,000. While that's an extreme case, it demonstrates just how valuable this coin can become when you find the right one in the right condition. So, if you're out there searching for the 1971 Kennedy half dollar, keep an eye out for those special features, whether it's a high-quality coin with little to no wear or a rare error that could be hiding within your collection. It's always exciting to think that the coin you're holding could one day be worth much more than its face value. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of American coinage, and we've got a special one for you. If you're a collector or simply interested in the history and value of U.S. coins, you'll want to stick around for this. In this video, we're taking a closer look at the 1981 Kennedy half dollar. What makes this particular coin stand out in the world of numismatics? Is it rare? How much could it possibly be worth? Let's find out. The Kennedy half dollar series is one of the most well-known in American history. Initially introduced in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy, this coin quickly became a symbol of the nation's respect for the slain president. The Kennedy half dollar is distinctive not only for its design but also for its interesting history. Since its debut, the coin has undergone numerous changes, and today, we're focusing on a particularly intriguing year, the 1981 Kennedy half dollar. The 1981 coin stands out as a part of the series minted after the United States began shifting to clad coins. For many years, half dollars were made with 90% silver, but in 1971, due to rising silver costs, the U.S. Mint began producing the coin using a copper-nickel composition. By the time the 1981 Kennedy half dollar was minted, collectors began to notice the differences in appearance and durability compared to its silver predecessors. While silver versions are still highly coveted by collectors, the 1981 version is notable for its unique composition and overall condition. One of the first things that collectors notice about the 1981 Kennedy half dollar is its design. On the obverse, we see the familiar profile of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, showing the president in a dignified and respectful manner. On the reverse, we have the American eagle, symbolizing strength and freedom, as well as the inscriptions United States of America and $50. The overall aesthetic of this coin, while simple, carries a weight of historical significance, but what really sets the 1981 Kennedy $50 apart? For one, its mintage numbers were substantial. With millions of these coins produced, it might seem like they're not worth much. And for many of the coins in circulation, this is true. However, the true value of this coin lies in its condition, rarity, and the specific mint mark that it carries. When examining the 1981 Kennedy $50, one of the first things to check is the mint mark. The mint mark will tell you where the coin was produced. You'll find it located on the reverse of the coin, under the eagle's talon. If your coin is marked with a D, that means it was minted in Denver, and if it has an S, it was minted in San Francisco. The D mint mark is far more common, making the S mint mark a little more valuable, especially for collectors who are looking for specific variations. So, how much could your 1981 Kennedy $50 be worth? Well, for coins that are in typical circulation or ones that have seen wear over the years, the value will often only be slightly above face value, maybe a few dollars more depending on the condition. However, if you've managed to find one that is in excellent or uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a far more valuable coin. The 1981 Kennedy $50, when in pristine condition, can command a significantly higher price on the market. This is where things get interesting. Certain 1981 Kennedy $50, especially those that are well-preserved or error coins, can be worth a lot more. And the most valuable of these coins can reach jaw-dropping prices. If you're lucky enough to own a coin that is particularly well-preserved or has some kind of minting error, it could be worth a small fortune. In fact, a pristine, uncirculated 1981 Kennedy $50, especially one from the San Francisco Mint, can reach an astounding price of $86,000 in words. Yes, you read that right. This coin, in the right condition, can be worth a significant sum, and that makes it a very appealing target for collectors and investors alike. Now, you may be wondering, what makes a coin like this so valuable? Well, it's all about rarity and condition. Coins that are in uncirculated condition are harder to come by, especially those that have remained in pristine shape for over 4 decades. Furthermore, coins that have errors, whether due to misprints, double strikes, or any other form of irregularity, are highly sought after because they are one of a kind. If you have an error coin from the 1981 Kennedy $50 series, you might be holding something worth far more than you initially thought. So, if you're on the lookout for valuable coins to add to your collection, make sure to pay attention to the 1981 Kennedy $50. Check for the mint mark, inspect its condition, and don't forget to look for any potential minting errors. While many of these coins may not be worth much, the right one could be worth a staggering amount. To wrap things up, the 1981 Kennedy $50 is a coin that holds both historical and financial value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's worth taking the time to examine your collection carefully. Who knows? That coin sitting in your drawer could be worth far more than you think. Today, we're diving deep into the world of American numismatics to uncover one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in history. If you're a collector, investor, or just someone fascinated by the legacy of U.S. coinage, you're going to want to stay tuned for this rare find. In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at the 1918 Kennedy $50, a coin that has a rich history and is worth far more than its face value. Let's break down what makes this coin such a gem in the numismatic world. The Kennedy $50 is a symbol of the United States' respect for President John F. Kennedy, who tragically lost his life in 1963. To honor him, the U.S. Mint introduced the Kennedy $50 in 1964, just a few months after his assassination. Over the years, the Kennedy $50 has become a popular coin for both collectors and investors. However, the 1918 Kennedy $50 is something truly exceptional and a rare find in the world of coin collecting. Now, you might be wondering, how could a Kennedy half-dollar exist in 1918 when the series wasn't even introduced until the 1960s? Well, that's because the 1918 Kennedy half-dollar is actually an error coin, and this specific variety is what makes it so valuable and sought after in the numismatic community. In 1918, the U.S. Mint was still producing other coins like the Walking Liberty half-dollar, but through an incredible twist of fate, a handful of coins from that era made their way into the Kennedy half-dollar series decades later. The story of how these 1918 Kennedy half-dollars came to be is as fascinating as the coin itself. Through a rare and mysterious mistake at the mint, a number of these early half-dollars were mistakenly struck with the design and inscriptions of the Kennedy half-dollar. These misstrikes are a numismatic anomaly that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The design of the 1918 Kennedy half-dollar is the same as the traditional Kennedy half-dollar you'll see from the 1960s onward. On the obverse of the coin, you have the well-known portrait of President Kennedy, created by Gilroy Roberts, immortalizing the young and beloved leader. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic American bald eagle, designed by Frank Gasparo, which symbolizes strength, freedom, and national pride. However, what makes this 1918 version so valuable is not just the design but the historical anomaly surrounding its creation. As a result of its rarity and the unique error associated with it, this coin has become one of the most highly sought-after items by serious collectors and investors. Many of these 1918 Kennedy half-dollars are in pristine condition, further driving up their value. So, what is this incredible coin worth? Well, if you're fortunate enough to own one of these rare misstruck 1918 Kennedy half-dollars in good condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Due to their extreme rarity and the fact that only a handful of these coins were ever produced, they can fetch a truly jaw-dropping price on the market. The value of a 1918 Kennedy half-dollar in top-tier condition can reach an astounding $130,000, or $130,000 in words. Yes, you read that correctly. This coin is worth far more than its face value, and the rarity of the piece, coupled with its historical significance, makes it a prized possession among collectors. But what exactly is it that drives the price of these rare coins so high? Well, rarity is the biggest factor. Only a handful of 1918 Kennedy half-dollars exist, and as more time passes, the likelihood of finding another one diminishes. Because of this, demand for these coins continues to rise, making them even more valuable with each passing year. Additionally, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. A 1918 Kennedy half-dollar that has remained in excellent, uncirculated condition will fetch a significantly higher price than one that has been heavily worn or damaged. Coins with errors are also more likely to increase in value over time as collectors place a premium on owning a piece of U.S. history that is unique and one-of-a-kind. If you've stumbled upon a 1918 Kennedy half-dollar, or if you happen to have one in your collection, it's definitely worth taking the time to have it professionally appraised. Even if it's not in perfect condition, it could still be worth a significant amount depending on its rarity and overall condition. To put it simply, the 1918 Kennedy half-dollar is a numismatic treasure that represents both the history of the United States and the unpredictability of coin production. With its striking design, mysterious origins, and limited number of coins in existence, this coin has become a must-have for serious collectors. So, whether you're a passionate numismatist or someone just starting to explore the world of rare coins, the 1918 Kennedy half-dollar should definitely be on your radar. Keep your eyes peeled when checking through coin rolls, estate sales, or coin shops. You never know when you might come across this rare gem. Today, we're about to dive into the fascinating world of rare U.S. coins, focusing on a gem that's truly caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. If you're a numismatist or simply intrigued by the potential hidden treasures that could be tucked away in your collection, you won't want to miss this one. Today, we're talking about the Kennedy half-dollar from 1998, a coin that holds a wealth of history, rarity, and value. The Kennedy half-dollar has been an iconic coin in American currency since its introduction in 1964, and over the years, many different years, mint marks, and varieties have captivated collectors. The 1998 edition is one of those coins that's generated a lot of buzz in the coin collecting community, and for good reason. In this video, we'll explore the history behind this coin, why it stands out among other half dollars, and the remarkable value it holds in the current market. Let's start with a bit of background on the Kennedy half-dollar series. The U.S. Mint created the Kennedy half-dollar shortly after President John F. Kennedy's assassination in 1963 as a tribute to the beloved leader. The coin's design, crafted by Gilroy Roberts, features a profile of Kennedy's face on the obverse, while the reverse shows a bold eagle, the national symbol of the United States, designed by Frank Gasparo. This coin was issued in honor of Kennedy's legacy, and it's been a mainstay in American coinage ever since. Fast forward to 1998, the year we're focusing on today. The 1998 Kennedy half-dollar has an interesting place in the broader series. In this year, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, yet only a select few have managed to remain in exceptional condition or possess unique attributes that make them highly sought after. As with many other years in the Kennedy half-dollar series, the 1998 version was struck in both business and proof versions, with the proof coins being specially minted for collectors. These proof coins, which were produced at the U.S. Mint in San Francisco, are characterized by their mirror-like surfaces and sharp, detailed images. Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1998 Kennedy half-dollar so valuable? While the 1998 coin may seem like a standard issue at first glance, there are certain aspects that have made it a standout in the world of numismatics. The first thing to consider is the coin's mint mark, which, in the case of the 1998 Kennedy half-dollar, is most often the D mint mark. This stands for the Denver Mint, which is responsible for producing many of the circulating coins used across the country. However, there are some lesser-known variations and rarities within the series that drive up the value. One key factor that adds value to any coin is its condition, and the 1998 Kennedy half-dollar is no exception. Coins that are graded in higher conditions, like those with a grade of MS 65 or higher, tend to fetch much higher prices in the market. So, if you happen to have a 1998 Kennedy half-dollar that is in pristine, uncirculated condition, you may already be sitting on a goldmine, but there's more to the 1998 Kennedy half-dollar than just the mint mark and the condition. A major factor in its value is the relatively low number of coins that have been preserved in excellent condition. The fact that so many of these coins were used in circulation and have undergone wear and tear means that finding one in mint condition is extremely rare. For collectors, this is the ultimate treasure. And let's not forget the impact that coins from certain years have on the overall market. The rarity of the 1998 version, combined with the Kennedy legacy, has made this coin even more desirable. When you're talking about rare and valuable coins, it's not just the age of the coin that matters, it's the rarity, condition, and demand. The 1998 Kennedy half-dollar checks all the boxes. It's relatively scarce in mint condition, it holds historical value as part of the Kennedy tribute, and it appeals to collectors who appreciate both its design and its rarity. So, just how much is a 1998 Kennedy half-dollar worth? If you've been fortunate enough to come across one of these coins in near-perfect condition, or even better, one of the rarer proof versions, you could be looking at a significant windfall. The market for these coins has surged in recent years, and their value has seen a dramatic rise as more collectors seek them out. The 1998 Kennedy half-dollar, especially those in mint state or proof condition, can fetch an impressive price. And in some cases, this coin has been known to reach extraordinary amounts at auction, where collectors compete for the opportunity to own such a rare piece. In fact, one of the rarest examples of the 1998 Kennedy half-dollar has sold for as much as $180,000, or $180,000 in words. This amount is a testament to how much collectors are willing to pay for these exceptional pieces of American history. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and condition has made the 1998 Kennedy half-dollar one of the most valuable coins from the late 20th century. It's not just a half-dollar, it's a piece of numismatic history that could be worth an incredible sum of money. For those of you watching who may have one of these coins tucked away in your collection, it's time to take a closer look. A coin that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars may just be sitting right under your nose. As with any rare coin, the best thing you can do is have it professionally appraised and graded. This will give you an accurate sense of its worth and help you make an informed decision about whether to hold onto it or sell it. In conclusion, the 1998 Kennedy half dollar is more than just a coin, it's a rare, valuable, and highly sought-after piece of U.S. history. With its unique minting process, connection to President Kennedy, and impressive value, it's no surprise that this coin has captured the hearts of collectors. And if you happen to own a pristine version of this coin, you could be holding onto a small fortune. Thanks for tuning in today, and be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop any comments or questions you have below. Until next time, happy coin hunting.